Hey y'all, this is Cliff with the Dusty Cliffs, and today I want to talk about one of the most common and most versatile shotguns, the Mossberg 500 12 gauge. Now, the one that I've got here, I've already got it disassembled because it had some issues I wanted to look into, and I want to show you what I found and maybe give you some ideas of what to look for when you're buying your accessories to modify or put a new stock on. So, hold on, we'll be right back. All right, now I picked this Mossberg 500 up. It's just got the 18.5-inch barrel with the improved cylinder. Pretty common, pretty standard. So, it doesn't have any extended tubes or anything. But it did come with this really, really ugly stock. And this is one of the cheapest stocks that you can get. They're all over eBay. And I think it's hideous. After you put the pad on, the pull is really long, it's uncomfortable. So this I was planning on changing anyway, but what I found was that the bolt where it meets up with the receiver, the part that bolts the stock on, was actually snapped inside, so it was only being held together with pressure. And also the bolt is so long that it actually causes an issue with your safety. So I'm going to move the camera down here a little bit, and we're going to look a little closer at the safety and the problem that this extra long bolt caused. Okay, so you can see here just how long that bolt is there, and it goes up into the receiver. And so that actually causes that bolt to go up and make contact with your safety connections. And it also goes in and makes contact with the safety block, which you can see on this one. The thread started actually digging into the aluminum block there. So when if you're buying an aftermarket stock for your Mossberg 500, you have to watch how long this bolt is, because if it goes in, makes contact, or gets in the way of your safety, what happened with this one, safety block, and also the tab inside that was supposed to go through this is snapped off. Now I've looked everywhere and it's hard to find these parts individual. Now you can find the safety block and the safety switch for the receiver on the outside, but everything else pretty much comes as a full package, which is going to cost around $75 to $100 depending on who's selling it and where you get it at. So be careful if you're going with an aftermarket stock about what you're doing with this bolt. Now, so I'm not saying don't trick out your Mossberg 500. That's why we buy Mossberg 500s, is because they're so much fun. You can look for days and days and days and hours just looking at different configurations, different stocks, different forends with, you can get rails now, flashlight holders on the front. That's all really, really cool. But if you're going to do anything like that that's going to interfere with the functioning of the firearm, just be careful, watch what you're doing. And like I said, I'm not telling people what to do. I am not an expert. I am not a gunsmith. This is just, I've seen several Mossberg 500s over the years that the safety didn't work. And on every one, the stock had been changed out. And now I know that this is what's causing it, that extra long bolt. So, just something to be careful with. But we're going to keep you up to date because we're going to get a new stock. We're going to put that safety back in there. We're probably going to have to order a trigger assembly. So just another project on the bench here at the Dusty Cliffs. But what else we going to be doing? Y'all come back and we'll talk again later. But don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. We'll talk again.